Hello, in this Morpheus Minute, we're going to talk about custom email templates. These are custom templates for automatically generated email that Morpheus sends out from time to time. These can be related to policies such as instance expiration or instance shutdown policies, creation of new users, confirmation of instance provisioning success, and much more. We can access the email templates section by going to the global settings area, which is under administration, and then settings, and then going to the email templates tab. Here you will at the very least have a list of all of the system default templates that are included with every appliance for each type of generated email that the system may need to send out for various purposes. Now, Morpheus includes a default template for each of these purposes, as I mentioned, but custom templates can also be created for each one of these different types. Custom email can be scoped globally across the entire appliance. You can see that I have one custom template which is scoped globally provisioned here, or they can be scoped to a specific tenant if your Morpheus appliance is set up to be multi-tenanted. Any custom templates that get created within the subtenants are always scoped to their own tenant. It's only the master tenant administrative users that have the option to globally scope a new template to the entire appliance, which is exactly what I've done here. Or master tenant users can choose to specifically scope any of their custom templates to a specific tenant within the appliance. Templates will always apply in order of specificity, so if any tenant-specific templates apply, then those would be used. Following that, if there's any custom global templates available, those would then be used, and if there's no tenant-specific or global custom templates that apply, then a system default template would be used. As we're going to see in a moment, any generated email that Morpheus sends out always comes wrapped in the Morpheus email template. This includes headers, footers, and styling, and that means that you only have to worry about the body content in the template and not about any headers or styling. This styling wrapper inherits directly from the appliance white label settings. Those can be seen here in the white label tab of the global settings area of the appliance. And so any white labeled appliances will automatically have their generated email templates match any white label settings that are set. If you don't have any white label settings set, then the email wrapper and the email styling is going to look very similar to the standard Morpheus white labeling, which I have here. Now let's take a look at actually creating a template. Now the best way to start if you're new to creating email templates is to look at the system default version of the template that you wish to create. That's often a very good starting point. You can see that in the email templates list page, which I'm looking at here, every single template has this info button running along the far right hand side of the end of the row for each item in the list. And this allows us to see the code configuration for any of the generated email types that we want to look at. Now, many templates also have access to variables, which can be viewed in a comment at the bottom of the default configuration template. So once again, that can be a good starting point for creating a custom template of various types. Let's take a look at the forgot password template here, which is what I'm going to focus on for the demonstration part of the video. We can see how the system default email template is created for the forgot password template. So it's calling in a greeting, it's calling in a message that is stored within Morpheus. It is referring to a forgot password URL and giving this a class that makes the link appear like a button, and then also includes a couple of additional things. But we can see here in the bottom this comment that says the available variables are the display name for the user and the username for the user. So using that information, I went ahead and created my own template ahead of time prior to recording. So if we look at the one that I've created, I'm simply saying hello and then calling in the display name for the user who's attempting to reset his or her password. You've requested to reset the password for the account with username, and then I'm calling in the variable for the username here. And then to reset the password, goes on and on to give a few instructions to the user here. And then I just copied the forgot password URL as the reference for my anchor tag here, kept the same class so that my reset button will also appear as a button in the email. And then just for fun, I went ahead and updated the wording that's on the button in the email, which you're going to see here when we actually take a look at that. Now, I went ahead and used the same helper variable that invokes Morpheus's inbuilt forgot password URL link, because I am attempting to only update a forgotten password for a local account on this Morpheus appliance. You could actually override this in your custom template if you wanted, and take the user anywhere that you wanted, such as if they needed to reset the password outside of Morpheus through some type of integrated identity source. So various customizations like this will come into play depending on what type of email template you're attempting to create. But here, it made the most sense for me to just use the helper variable for Morpheus's own inbuilt password reset functionality, the link destination for that. So now that I have set a custom email template on this appliance, let's just confirm that this works. Now, before I started recording this video, I went ahead and sent a forgot password email to myself prior to setting the custom template, and then I requested another password reset after I had entered the custom appliance, the custom template onto the appliance. So let's take a look at the difference between those two. So I'm just going to drag over my email. This is the system default template, and it just simply says, hi, looks like you've forgotten your password, and lets you know that the link doesn't last forever. It will eventually expire. And then we can see that we have this button that just simply says click here to reset. So that's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at the email template after I've put in my own custom template. And if we drag that back over, you can see that it now has my custom content. It says hello, and then this is the display name for the user that I was attempting to update the password for. You've requested to reset the password for the account with username, and this is the correct username for the account that I was attempting to reset. And you can see here that I also, my updated text on the button was taken. So these are pretty straightforward. And like I said, the easiest way to get started is often to see what's available in the Morpheus system default template, and then you can add your own custom content as needed depending on your needs. Thank you.